Hi guys, I need a haircut.
Definitely.
And in this part of the tutorial I will show you how to paint tiles with Photoshop and import them back as sprites into Unity 5. So let's start using Photoshop 6, create a new file and set width and height to 80. And this means our tiles will be squares. The background will be transparent, and on the first layer I will add a darker brown, and on the layer above I will add a lighter brown. Now I'll paint this in very fast, speed up the video, it's nothing special. Use a default round brush to paint in the colors and use the eraser to add some variations. Alright, in this part I use a brush with more details and add again some variations for this. Okay, the next part will be more interesting because we want to make these tiles tileable.
Perhaps they're called tiles, therefore.
You are so right. So I don't want to see any seams when I combine them into Unity. So let's just select the lower part here, copy this to create a new layer, move this to the top and choose Edit and flip vertical. Okay, now merge the layers together, merge this one down and remove the part that sticks a little bit out here. That's too much. Again, and now we have it. This is our first tile. Okay, for the next tiles we use the same method. Perhaps we add some variations, add some green tones for grass or whatever, but really it's just the same as before.
Wait a minute, I don't have Photoshop. Now I can't paint these tiles.
No problem, Mr. Handpig. You can use any similar application like Krita or Gimp, which are totally free, but I really suggest to use an application like the ones I mentioned because they support layers and this will make your life much more easy. Alright, now I think we have enough tiles to show how to work with them in Unity. So let's import the PSD files. Just select them and drag and drop them here into our project folder in Unity 5.
Can I use PNG also?
Yes, no problem. You can import PNGs as sprites also to Unity. So let's create an empty game object. This will be a kind of parent for our background environment. And now just drag and drop sprites as children onto this empty game object and position them in your scene in Unity 5. And I have this background image here as a kind of reference. And there's a nice trick to align the sprites. When you press the V key on your keyboard and move the mouse over the sprite, then there will be a little gray box like here. I press the V key, then you can see this little box at the corner, and when you move the sprite then to a corner of a different sprite, then it will align perfectly. And that's the method I use here to align my sprites. Now I copy the 3 sprites here I selected, move them down and align them again, and that's the way I build my whole environment. Okay, I speed this up again because the method is the same now. I add the grass objects here. Also I align them like this. Then I copy the left side to the right side and rotate this 180 degrees. And then I set the order of the layer of the right part to a lower number than the grass to make it appear behind the grass. And now our game already looks quite nice. We have the player we have the first parts of our background. We can add some more tiles as we like this. Just add it in, no problem.
Okay, but you promised to add sound files.
Yes, that's true, and I did it. I add a sound file to the saw, this one, and I added a sound file to the glove, this one. I love it. Okay, and when I play this and I click the saw, it's like this, and with the glove it goes like this. Okay, now let's have a look at the script. Script is also very easy. I have two member variables for the audio sources, one audio source for the saw and one for the glove. I save this here or store this in my variables in the start method. I get the component audio source from the glove object and from the saw, and in the update, when the glove animation is triggered, I check if it is not in transition. This means that the animation isn't played currently, and then I play the audio source for the glove. And the same thing I do, of course, for the saw. And that's all. And again, let's see how this comes out. Great.
Yeah, this really rocks.
Okay guys, I really hope you liked this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel. The next tutorial will be online in a couple of days. By the way, I uploaded the whole project to my Patreon, and if you're my patron, you can download the whole project from there. Just click the link here, my Patreon account, and support me. This would be really nice.